Hey, what's up, Life Without Pants with another Path of Exile video, and in today's video we're going to talk about Expedition and Harvest and growing Hordes. So this is growing Hordes. It gives you 5% increased pack size per rusted scarab used when you're running your maps, and it consumes those sextants. So if you have a Expedition scarab, then it doesn't give you Expedition. It just gives you 5% for pack size for that. But Expedition, Harvest, both scale incredibly well from pack size. So we thought we'd try out a Jesus take the wheel kind of strategy. So we've got all the Expedition and Harvest nodes possible on the tree, except for these Ancient Decay nodes, because unsurprisingly I don't actually want the destinations to go slower. It's going to take us longer in our maps. We blocked everything. We take everything apart from Expedition and Harvest. We've taken some map nodes, and that's basically about it. Obviously we've taken the top hat because that's increased effective modifiers on your non-unique maps, which includes pack size. We've taken these, a noble quest and scratching up the ground. I think a noble quest might be bugged. I'm going to test that later, maybe. The harvest thing we didn't take was this, the Vivid Drought, because we want yellow life force because it's most expensive. But apart from that, we've taken every single harvest node on the tree, every single expedition node on the tree. I'll put a link to the passage tree in the description down below. And that's it. We do Shaping the Valleys, so we're running Fortune Favors the Brave because you get 10% increased pack size when you take Fortune Favors the Brave. So we did 100 atolls, and the way I would do it is I would put in 4 rusted scarabs like that, put in an atoll map. We just chiseled and out the maps, nothing special. And Fortune Favors the Brave, 3 chaos, we would do that. And I ran with generic increased monster packs compasses. So these are just 16 uses. They cost like 10C each. I think most of them actually cost 8, but they cost around 10C each. I think I budgeted 12, but 10C each for these, and you just get an extra 8 packs that deal fire damage, an extra 8 packs that deal physical damage, etc, etc, etc. So let's just run straight into a map. You can have a brief look at what it's like. I'm sure you've all seen Harvest and Expedition before, but just to talk about our strategy a little bit. So we would, we got Delirium. Okay, so when it's Delirium, you try and run around and kill as many monsters as possible. And I would just usually go straight for the boss, because that way I can remove the boss. Oh, we've got to wait for the Delirium Fog. We're too fast. We've got to wait for the Delirium Fog to catch up to us. So I would try and get to the boss first so that I can remove the boss options from these Eldritch Altars. I'm not sure that the Rewards of Divination card choice there is any good. There's not many great, I mean there's Cortex Divination card rewards that are decent, but for most of the part these rewards are pretty bad. So we just kill the boss and then go on our merry way, and picking up as many increased quantity and rarity things as possible. So we've got Harvest here, that's great. So I would go around the map first before digging into Harvest or anything like that, because the more monsters we kill, the more Eldritch Altars we can find, and the more increased quantity of items found in this area and increased rarity of items found in this area we can get. And then we can stack all that when we do either the Expedition or the Harvest, or both, whatever are in the map. So obviously we're not... Oh, so here we go, another 25% increased quantity and rarity. So we're going to take that. And this is basically the strategy we're running here. We're trying to stack as many of these things as possible. So I'm just going to run forward in time until I get to the Harvest. Okay, so here we are in the Harvest now, and I'm just going to run around, and obviously the order of operations for us is check if it's got these little light blue ones. If it does, you choose the one with the highest number here. So 1 is better than 0. And if they're both equal, you take yellow first, and then blue, and then purple in that order. And then we just pop all of the packs here, and we've got 155% increased quantity, so that's going to add a little bit, give us a little bit better results from our harvest juice here. So we're getting a decent amount of life force dropped. I'm sure you've seen Harvest before, so let's just jump forward in time to the results. Okay, let's talk about our costs a little bit. So we've got T16 atolls. Those cost around 5C each. We needed 100 of those. That's 500C. I had around half of them. I think I bought a quarter, and then I ran some coves. So coves, this map here is connected to Atoll, so you can have like all favorites with Atoll and one with coves, and then if you run either coves or Atoll, you'll drop a ton of each. So if you have a bunch of coves maps, really, really easy to generate a lot of Atoll maps. We just chiseled out the maps. We had rusted scarabs, we had up 400 of those. They were actually about 0.7 or 0.8 C each in total. I think I had a lot of them lying around as well. And these generic monster packs sextants, it had 24 of those, and they cost, I'm going to say 12 chaos each. I think I paid 8, but 12 is a more reasonable estimate, I think. Divines are 250C, so this cost us 1330 chaos, which is around 5.5 divines, so 13.3C per map. Our loot was 9,360, so quite a lot. This is what it looks like. We had, I believe, 60 Atoll maps in total in returns, which is a decent amount. Obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's almost 250 maps in total. I think these are 24 per column, so 250 maps is a fair amount. A bunch of Elder, Guardian, and Shaper maps. Elder Guardian, Shaper Guardian, and Conqueror maps as well. The logbooks, we got, I think, 22 logbooks in total. Now this is why I think that maybe this A Noble Quest, Dannig, is a little bit bugged. I think I got Dannig like 5 times in 100 maps. And whilst you don't get expeditions in every map, it's... You get a lot of expeditions. I think the chance for me is like around... You get, maybe 3 and 4 maps or something. Around 75% of the time. So if you have 75 maps, then you get Dannig 6 times. That's less than 1 in 10 expeditions you get Dannig. I think I just have an outlier here. Like I said, I want to do some further testing on that. We got 2 Knights of the Sun logbooks, and that was it. Then we, which is, again, seems a little bit low, we had 13 Black Scythe logbooks and 7 with just Rog and Gwenon. A bunch of bubblegum currency. Again, alterations make up a lot. Awakened Sextants. I think we have like a 1.5 divines worth of Awakened Sextants here. It's or at least 1 divine worth of Awakened Sextants. Yeah, maybe 1.5. I think we're going towards 99 or 100 there. And then, oh, we definitely got 1.5 divines worth of Grand Eldritch Embers, because those Eldritch altars, they really can throw out a lot of currency. We got some essences, some scarabs, and these are the essences are largely from Expedition, so it's largely Runic Monsters drop an additional essence kind of mod that we're getting that from. We got 2 divines, around 2 or 3 of the T1 currencies. A couple of Delirium Orbs. We got some invitations. We got quite a few tainted currencies, and that's because we're using Fortune Favors the Brave, and Beyond is one of the things on the map device. We did get a bunch of rituals as well. I definitely didn't forget to do those, ever. And I largely tried to take out liquid currency-like items, or just defer everything, so that it didn't really pollute the results too much. When it comes to Life Force, we've got almost 40k of the Yellow Life Force, which is around 8.9 divines, I think, 8.8 divines. Insane, absolutely insane amount. So you're coming away with almost 400 Yellow Life Force per map, and 200 purple and 200 blue. So these are around 20k each. This is around 40. We're going to be selling this for a while, I think. Or actually, no. Life Force goes in seconds if you price it correctly. We got 200 Astragalis. So the Astragalis, meh. The scrap metal, meh. 36 barrel medallions in 100 maps. It's really low. And we got a lot of exotic coinage as well, so I guess we'll do some... The reason we're doing this science is so that we can eventually do maybe like 1,000 barrel medallion rerolls or something like that. It's looking like it's going to be difficult. Real difficult. Anyway, so then we got an eligible annulment. I think it's pretty regular that you would get one of those in this many maps. We got some invitations here, some cluster jewels, because obviously Delirium is one of the things on the map device as well. Almost an entire sim, almost. And then there's things that we didn't count. So I got 2 Sacred Blossoms. Now, this I ran Harvest on every map in Calandra League. Every map. I had Harvest chance on every single map. And I got no Sacred Blossoms the entire league. I think this is like my 10th and 11th. So I don't know what's going on, because I've got so many Sacred Blossoms this league. And we're halfway through the league. I don't get it. I wish I understood. We also got a Void Battery. We got a Dragon's Heart as well. There's some flasks and other uniques. Obviously, these Ritual Splinters and Rogue Markers, I think this is actually from Ritual, so I'm just not going to count these at all. So with all these, all in all, we got 9,360. So this is what the Excellence tab looks like. 38 Divines. It's a decent amount. And again, yeah, if we just type in map, maybe, then can it tell us how many in total we get? No, but 3-point-something divines in maps alone. And then if we do Life Force, then 13.5 divines in Life Force. It's a fair amount, and this is what you can expect. I think there were a lot less stacked decks than I imagined there would be. There's only 42, so that's half a stacked deck. But we again, when we went to do Expedition, we did not change anything. We didn't like prioritize stacked decks. We didn't prioritize essences or anything. We prioritized logbooks as you normally would when you run Expedition. So that's why this looks like it does. I think honestly, I think this requires additional testing, and I'm not sure how. I know I want to tweak some of the axes on this. I think I want to do maybe like take these off and just run it sort of plain and find out what the baseline of Rog appearing, or of Gwenin appearing, or of Tujin and Dannig, because I kind of want to know what the likelihood of them appearing is, because I feel like I really got way less Dannigs than I thought I would, like a lot less. So maybe the next one is going to be just 1,000 Atolls with a rusted Expedition Scarab and record which of these guys turns up. I really don't want to do that though. Anyway, that's it from me. I hope this is useful for you. If you enjoy this kind of content, chuck us a like and a subscribe. It's really appreciated. And stop by the Twitch channel if you want to come and say hi. And with that, I hope you're kind to everyone you meet. I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.